Welcome to this new video out of nowhere. Today I just want to talk about GameStop after not posting any video for I don't know how long, like 3 years probably. You people have been knowing me for 5 years now, and yeah, it's been 5 years. We're looking at where GameStop is currently standing at, where it's headed to. We're gonna talk about Michael Burry posting yesterday. Just want to give my opinion on it. And even when people say I'm a negative Nancy, I am not really. I'm just realistic. And Burry actually has shared a lot of my views regarding the stock dilution, the timing, the impact of the dilutions. Says it could have been more coordinated, could have been timed better, because it was not good for the stock in the short term. Short term referring to like 2 years now. Almost, actually, 2 years. Time's been flying. But anyways, what has happened yesterday? Yesterday, Michael Burry, for the people that don't know him, is an investor who first drew public attention for his early prediction of the US housing market crash in 2008. And made billions for his hedge fund by doing so, not as a private person. Like, he obviously gets his share from that, but they didn't become a billionaire through the stock market crash. And in regards to GameStop, he has actually been invested in GameStop since 2019, I believe, through his fund, and was actually not really an activist investor, but he was urging the company to reduce debt and buy back stock. Then closed his position before our big price surge in 2021. So he closed in December, shortly before we squeezed to 120, split adjusted. But yeah, he has always been invested in GameStop for the 1 year from 2019 to 2020, has been lending out his shares. Yesterday he published an article on sharing his strategy, what he has been doing with his shares, how he earned money on them while GameStop stock was actually tanking. And yeah, basically that's in short regarding the past. But what is going on since this day right here, since January 20th? There's been a lot of things happening. Ryan Cohen upped his stake by 1 million shares. Mr. Attel, who is also on the board of directors, upped his shares stake by, I think, 24,000 shares. Excuse me. Larry Chang actually bought another 5,000 shares yesterday before that article was published in this time frame right here. And yeah, what caused our big jump to 2501 yesterday? Out of seemingly nowhere, there was a huge volume surge, as you can see on the top left. There was 38 million shares traded yesterday, which is actually like the biggest single volume trading day in years, I would say, because I wouldn't count the shorting of the stock because of the bonds right here. As you can see, 172 million shares traded. Another 60 million traded. This is only because Ryan Cohen issued new bonds, and the bondholders, obviously because of the time frame where the bonds were priced in, wanted to get the price down as low as possible, so they threw everything they had, which isn't like natural trading. So yeah, I'm gonna disregard that one. And the 38 million is actually, like, as I said, our biggest single volume trading day, quote unquote, naturally, because there was a catalyst, the post of Michael Burry. But yeah, that could have been used as an excuse for this pop, because as you can see, for like 40 million shares traded, almost every single order went to the lit market. I think they were cleaning up some FTDs. I think they were there was just some, holy fuck, there was just some cleaning up of the tape. So yeah, it's definitely not all because of Michael Burry and his post. But yeah, he says he has been buying recently, and actually has been accumulating. He doesn't say for how long, but he has been accumulating probably in this time range here. Since we went under the moving averages and the exponential moving averages. Yeah. So I can imagine he's been accumulating in the lower 20s range to 19 range. And he's actually really bullish on the stock. He has expressed confidence in GameStop's financial position, the leadership of Ryan Cohen. He has noted that Cohen has increased his own stake and is deploying the company's capital with a long-term focus. And he's also said that he's prepared to hold his position for an extended period under Ryan Cohen's strategy, and also said that Ryan Cohen could be the next Warren Buffett over the next 50 years. But yeah, I have posted about this yesterday. In short, what he has said, like in the start of the video, I already said he is actually like in favor of GameStop's strategy with issuing new shares to actually raise cash, because he says it's one of the few companies in the market currently that is so cash heavy, and the stock price is actually fairly low compared to what they have on cash on hand at the moment. So he actually prefers RC to dilute more stock if the stock is higher than 30 for a longer period of time. Because he well damn knows that if he issues more stock, we're instantly going to go to the low 20s again through shorting and so on. And yeah, he also says he doesn't believe in large short positions being hidden through swaps and GME. I mean, people have been saying, as you can see in the comments, that they believe, he couldn't or wouldn't tell us. I'm not too sure about that. Like, there's no legal background on why he couldn't share his. It's just an opinion on if there's like hidden swaps. Like, there's no legal repercussions if he says something like this. He also didn't disclose, which is really important, his stake on how big his position is, because he actually dissolved his hedge fund, or his fund rather. I don't think it was a hedge fund. I'm not too sure right now. Anyways, yeah. So he is owning it as a private person, not as a fund manager, not as a fund or whatever. Says he doesn't count on a short squeeze. Says there's also no operational shorting, or like the shorting through ETFs is not like a big issue for GameStop. So he's basically saying the DD on Superstrong from the past years might not be right, or might be over exaggerating on how big the short positions are at the moment. And yeah, also says GameStop can go lower into the low 10s in a market crash, despite their healthy standing they have right now. Says media is lying about GameStop's health. Basically, media is claiming GameStop is hurt more or bleeding more money than they are. They're not bleeding any money. They're actually profitable. Yeah, we already talked about his quote on Warren Buffett. Might be the next on RC, might be the Warren Buffett over the next 50 years. And yeah, as I said, overall bullish on the company itself. Says like the naked short theories, the swap theories, the ETF theories, whatever, is all bogus, hocus pocus. And is basically just bullish on the stock itself. But where could we be heading the next few days, like from a technical perspective? I think we might be in for a slight correction down, because our RSI is still in the oversold territory. Our MACD is still really highly ascended, as I can see. Like, there is, as you can see, maybe this time frame right here, it was a bit higher. And when it was, we dropped from about $28 to $21 after MACD crossed down. I don't think this will be happening right now, like going from 25 to like 18 or something. But yeah, GameStop definitely needs to find some support on the lower end. As you can see, like the moving averages, the Bollinger Bands, everything is underneath us right now. So we're trading like really high above it without having tested support down below. On the daily, we are actually on the stochastic RSI. We are still really oversold. our daily RSI is also oversold right now. Doesn't mean anything. It means we can still go higher. As you can see on the weekly, we have a lot of bullish signs. On the daily, on the other hand, we have like trading above the Bollinger Bands. We have a hanging man, which is just a trading pattern, meaning we are going to be heading down. If this turns out to be true, going to be heading down. Which GameStop also has a lot of is gaps and likes to fill these gaps and instantly goes back down. So we have this upside gap here, downside gap. We gap down, we fill it, went down further. Now we have this gap here, gap up, went a bit lower, filled this gap, then went a bit lower again, then went back up, but on 2 gaps. So we have 2 gaps here that are still not filled. And if you believe in gap theory, which is also not a guarantee of something happening, but if you believe in it, we're definitely going to be heading down because we're trading way too high for our current fundamentals. There's definitely been some FTD closing. There has been some swaps rolling in those lower 20s right here. A lot of sideways trading. And yeah, we actually have broken out of quite a few triangles to the upside right now with a lot of confirming or rather affirming volume. So right now, for me, it's coin flip on what's going to happen next. But like from a pure technical point of view and from experience with trading GameStop, we are in for a minor correction downwards. So maybe like 23, 22 area first, maybe a bit of sideways trading for this week until we fill those lower gaps on the daily, which is like, I think the lowest one we have is, it's right here actually in 21.3, and we still have this one here on the lower 22. Yeah, there's another one here. So yeah, as I said, it's coin flip. I'm not going to pretend I know what's going to happen next, but for my playbook, I would be cautious on buying calls here. Because if you're not holding calls right now, the implied volatility has gone up insanely yesterday. It went up like 20 points, which is insane, like even for GameStop in a single day. That's like squeeze territory. So yeah, not gonna want this video to be too long. Not gonna want, like, I want to make a more detailed video. This is just like a daily update, or because like yesterday was the most exciting day we've had in years actually. On a positive note, like not those days or weeks here where we got diluted again, new 52-week low, new 52-week low. Might be exciting for some, but not for the long holders, obviously. So yeah, on a positive note, it was a really couple of interesting days. And yeah, I'm going to make a more detailed and more calm video on what's going to happen next. But yeah, just wanted you guys keep you updated on what has happened yesterday, where I think the price headed next, what are the technical lookouts as of right now for GameStop. We didn't look at important metrics as volume flow, gamma support, and so on yet. And for GameStop, they are also really important. But as you can see, volume has already slowed down quite a bit in the extended hours. Like it's not as high as it was in the after hours where we went up. And slowing down volume for GameStop in the past has meant we're going down. So we rarely ever go up on low volume and no news. And basically, because the volumes, the calls went up so much in value, there is definitely a lot of selling and profit taking in this area here. As you can see, every time we touched the 25 area, we instantly went back down hard again, then even harder. End of the day, when calls couldn't be traded anymore, we went up and up and up and up. So yeah, there was definitely some profit taking with options, and might be some repositioning of some options, so people could buy some puts now, could sell more calls as of now, meaning they are also expecting us to go lower for like a $2 correction. Yeah, as I said, for GameStop, $2. In the past, it was actually like a nothing burger. in the past 2 months, if we move $2 in a single day or even in like 2 days, it's basically a really volatile period, meaning our implied volatility goes up exponentially. So yeah, that's it for this video, for this short update on what has happened, on what I think is going to happen this week. As I said, minor correction if nothing ever happens, nothing else happens. Sorry. This obviously doesn't count in for like Rory and Kitty coming back or anything. As you can see, the date we're currently having right now. We are in for the 5th anniversary of GameStop's sneeze, and he has also been teasing the past few, like in the period May to like July 24, has been teasing about that he wants to do a requel of what has happened. Obviously meaning this one right here, and his last return was like barely 50% of the real squeeze back in January 21. And yeah, we're nearing the anniversary of buy button getting turned off, of the real squeeze happening. But yeah, that's it for this video. As I said, I'm going to be making a more detailed one the next few days, but I think because from the current point of view that we're going to be heading in for a minor correction, I just wanted to get this out before the markets open. In half an hour, the pre-market in the US opens, tapes will get cleared, more volume will be coming in. So yeah, as you can see, my account hasn't been bought, it's still me. And I'm going to talk about in the next video more about what has happened in the past few months and years. My stance on GameStop, on Ryan Cohen, will be elaborating on more things. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm gonna pretend that I didn't just leave for 3 years and now I'm back out of nowhere. So yeah, business as usual. Have a good one, and we'll see each other in the next video.